Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Today I'm reviewing a new cigar that will be debuting this month at the IPCPR. This is from Villiger Cigars, the La Flor de Ynclan Torpedo 6x52. And I had to consult the internet to see how you pronounced Ynclan, and this is what they say.
Ynclan.
Can you hear that?
Ynclan.
So I'm going to pronounce it Ynclan. That's what the definition, the pronunciation on the internet was. Now this is the collaboration of Heinrich Villiger and master blender Jose Matias Maragato of ABAM Cigar Factory in the Dominican Republic. Actually, these two started on this project a little over 10 years ago, and they were dissatisfied with the results. So they set the tobacco aside. They decided to come back and retweak it and get it to the point where they were satisfied. And this is it. Also, as part of the introduction of this cigar, Villiger will be partnering with Safra Rum, and at the Intertabak Fair in Germany, they will partner with them there, and also in a series of events in the near future. So here is a picture of the two together. Now I had, if you look at the picture I'm going to show you now of all three sizes. I tried the Churchill earlier this week and was rather impressed. Now the thing that I'm going to be interested in seeing is that since the Churchill is a wee bit bigger, of course, will it be any different for this Torpedo, which is a little larger ring gauge? The Churchill is a 7x48. Enjoyed it. The Torpedo today is 6x52. So we're going to see what difference that larger ring gauge makes, if any. I hope it doesn't make a negative difference because the Churchill was good. Now this blend is an Ecuadorian wrapper, Indonesian binder, Nicaraguan and Dominican filler. So that, folks, is the long and the short of it. Let's get right to it. The new Villiger La Flor de Ynclan Torpedo. Can't hardly miss that target. Now, the thing about a sharp torpedo like this is try to take as little as you can. Absolutely little as you can. There's your density, by the way. Has an average feel in the hand for a torpedo, not overly heavy, not overly light. Now I'm going to take off a 1/4 inch and see where we are. I like to start very little. It's just a wee bit firm. I believe I can make that work. Now what I could do, I will reserve the right to use my perfect draw if it isn't quite perfect as we go along. It seems to open up as you roll the cigar, but it's not bad. The first flavors are nice and sweet. I'm getting that baby aspirin orange type citrus. with cinnamon sprinkles and brown sugar. It is very nice and sweet. The pepper is, I'm going to go with this white pepper right now. It's not a hard, bold black pepper. It's more of a softer white pepper at about a seven ish. And that's sort of how it starts. It's quite sweet and nice with that. You can make fun of it if you want to, but there's definitely a baby aspirin orange flavor. Add in some nice cinnamon notes and brown sugar, and that's what you have when you start. That's what I'm getting at the outset. Let's see where we go from here. Well, I'm close to 2 inches in, and the flavors are just like I initially described. They've only gone up in sweetness, and they're more, it's almost like they're up in sweetness and the density of them has increased. You still have that baby aspirin orange citrus, like it or not, folks. That's what it is. Cinnamon and a lot of brown sugar. The brown sugar is a very deep brown sugar too. I'm not getting really coffee notes at the base. It's just the brown sugar is so deep. A dark, deep brown sugar. That's what it is. Medium body. The finish is sort of a brown sugar and cream with a little bit of lingering white pepper. So that's where we are. Nice sweet cigar, folks. I am not kidding. This says these particular percentages of those flavors mix very well. I suppose the 10-year wait was worth it. I don't know what it was 10 years ago when they started, but this is very good. Well, I'm right at the band, which means I have about 2.5 inches remaining. The burn is almost perfect because you can gauge it by where the band is. Very nice. Okay, your flavors are basically unchanged, which is perfectly fine with me because they are so intense and sweet. Okay, there's your band. We'll, of course, see it later. Now, at this point, I'm going to say there are light coffee notes at the base. The brown sugar is by far the deepest flavor, aside from what I'm now calling coffee. And the brown sugar is so deep in flavors, it's sweet, and it goes right to the base. There is a little bit of a flavor of light black coffee. Very good flavor mix in this cigar. It's very sweet. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I would still call it medium, maybe touching on medium to full or approaching medium to full. It is not an overpowering cigar, but who cares? It tastes really good. Finish is unchanged, but there's a lot of lingering sweetness in white pepper on the finish. Not just white pepper, but there's a lingering sweetness. It's just so thick and deep. Not what I'd call rich as in a buttery richness, but it's a very thick sweetness. It's okay with me. Well, we're down to the end, folks, so let's wrap it up. The star of this cigar is the deep brown sugar notes. They are massive. The sweet little candy-like baby aspirin orange citrus is very nice and sweet. cinnamon notes just add a nice tingle, a nice little flavor. And then those massive brown sugar notes just hit, and they go on and on forever. They filter over to the finish even. I'll stick with that light black coffee at the base, but it's very light. It could just be so deep and dark of the brown sugar notes, but I'm going to say it's black coffee. Medium to full bodied, really a good cigar. Not a powerhouse. If you're looking for a powerhouse, go somewhere else. But most people like a cigar with lots of flavor. They don't really care about the strength, but this cigar has enough strength because it did top out at medium to full, but it has massive sweetness. It is just so good. This La Flor de Ynclan, right, is just so good. Again, it's La Flor de
Ynclan.
Right. It's just so good and sweet, and I that's right up my alley. The brown sugar, the nice citrus notes, the cinnamon. I enjoyed it. I don't know what they did differently from what the original 10 years ago blend was, but they got this right. For me, this cigar is a 94. Love it. Could smoke many of them. Could really smoke it every day. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So there you have it. The Villiger Cigars Flor de Ynclan Torpedo 94. Look for these when they come out, folks, because you're not gonna regret it. Good cigar. Great cigar.